Hi all, Cynthia here from NB Pretty Papers, up with you today doing a In Your Pocket Tuesday layout for the Crafty Maven Getaway channel. So I have my photos here that I'm just sorting out to see what I want to go where. I have a couple of black and white photos there, so I just want to spread those around the page so they're not beside each other. And then I'm going to go through the Craft Stargazer collection 6x6 notepad that I have there, and I'm going to pull out a paper. I'm wanting to use blue to go with this, or go with these photos. There's a reasonable amount of blue throughout some of the coloured pictures, and a blue is in the navy colour, so I thought I would use that, as in navy as in the boats, not navy as in the colour. Think you get what I'm trying to say. So I've trimmed down that darker blue pattern paper, and I'll use that as the main title card, and I'm on an arm whether I'll put that brave on the title card or down on that bottom black and white photo. But in the end I decide that it covers up too much of that bottom picture, so we'll put it up on the title card. And now I'm just going to go through to see what I can use. So pull out this little thank you die cut, I guess you'll call it, out of this paper pad, and I've laid it up on top of a cut extra piece of strip paper there from that 6x6 paper pad. I'm just going to use that to back it, and now I'm going to go through the die cuts that come in this collection. Don't think I use anything in here in the end. I think about a couple of different things, but I decided they're all not what I'm looking for. So I put them all back away and don't use anything. Go through some other labels and tags that I've pulled out from my stash. Most of these are black and white, and I'm just going to spread them around to see what I can use. To try to use that real life, but it doesn't quite make it on the page. I don't think it does anyway. No, it doesn't. Just put that little word phrase there that says special, and I'm going to trim those 3 hearts off and put those there on. That's a picture of myself, our son, and my husband. Now I've had these in my stash forever and a day. So these are little bent wires that have little phrases, and I'm determined that I was going to use one, and this one says thank you. And I thought I would use it down there on that bottom photo. So the photo there is of a photo of my husband's father. He was on the Sydney naval boat during the war, and it's a picture of his crew, or all the crew, or some of the crew that was on the boat. And this particular photo here that I'm working on is a close-up of that bigger photo. I just took a photo of it, and it's the one that has that little mark on his hat is my husband's father, so I just zoomed in on that. What else am I doing here? I've gone through this little the sticker book here and gone through to see what I can use. I end up using one label from it, but nothing too much comes out of that book. It's probably a little bit bright for what I'm looking for. Decided to stick down the brave word up there, and then I think I go into my thickers in a moment to see what else I can put above that word. But first off, I'll just use this little punch to punch out 3 hearts and just spread those around. I wanted that lighter blue paper, just a couple more places around the page. So as you saw, you may have noticed that I have backed that triangle label on the left hand side in the middle row there, I've backed that that label with the light blue paper just to bring that across to there as well. Go into my station and pull out a couple of different thickers to see what I can use, but I end up using these ones you can see, not those ones, these ones here, and I just spell out ANZAC. So these photos were taken on ANZAC Day. So in Australia we celebrate what we call ANZAC Day, which stands for, anyone that may not know, stands for Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. And each year we have a big parade. Everyone gets together, walks down the main street of our town. You know, the premier's there, and all, just a big day. We honour all those that have fallen throughout all the wars. And this year was the first year that we marched in the parade. So our son wore his grandfather's medals, and he also was the flag or the banner carrier or flag carrier, whatever you like to call that, as they marched through the streets.
For the 6th Battalion, First World War.
And my husband's in the background telling me it was for the 6th Battalion in the First World War. That was the banner that they carried. So I'm just cutting up some more little strips of paper to spread them around. I felt like that title card was just missing a little bit, was a bit plain up on the top, so I just wanted to add something there. I will come back in a little bit later and stamp the date on that card, which is the 25th of April. That's the day that we celebrate ANZAC Day. Glued down my journaling, cut it into small strips, and I just decided to underline each strip just to make it stand out a little bit. And here I am coming in with the date. What else do I do here? I think I tested, and thankfully I did, because instead of saying the 25th, I initially had the 52nd, which wouldn't have went down too well. So putting that down up there, trimming that off, and I don't think I do anything else. I'm pretty sure that was the end of it. I do come in here and give you a close-up of each card. Off camera I come back and get the liquid glue out to glue those thickers down. Being chipboard thickers, they won't stay at all, so I'll make sure I glue those down. As always, kept the photos nice and simple. I like to keep my project life simple. And that comes to the end of it. So thank you very much for sticking with me this far. Make sure, if you're not already, to jump on and subscribe to the Crafty Maven Getaway channel. Keep an eye out for all the upcoming videos. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Always love reading your comments. And if you're not already, feel free to jump over to my channel and be Pretty Papers and subscribe over there. Until next time, everyone have a lovely day, a lovely week, and a lovely month. I will talk to you in the next video. Catch you then. Bye.